C.Ronaldo returns to Man Utd A crazy dream. Man Utd used to be the incubator for C.Ronaldo's craziest dream. Now, at the age of 36, CR7 returns to the old home not to retire, but to create another dream. 1. If you are a Man Utd fan, suddenly wake up one morning and see C.Ronaldo returning wearing a familiar red shirt, then congratulations. You have received the real gift, not the dream. Last night, the whole football world was really shaken by a seemingly crazy thing. Perhaps, even in a dream, Man Utd fans do not think that one day C.Ronaldo will return to Old Trafford. But then, at this point, they were forced to believe it had happened. Just a few short hours, Man Utd made the most unbelievable steer in the history of world football. The people of Man Utd call the Mecca Old Trafford the theater of dreams, the place that always makes the craziest dreams come true. In the summer of 2003, C.Ronaldo also started to step out onto the grass with a crazy dream like that. At that time, Sir Alex Ferguson needed a replacement for David Beckham. And he was really captivated by the curly-haired boy, with a confident smile, a skillful foot. He made a decision in an instant. And then the story of history. C.Ronaldo is described as a crying boy. In his autobiography, he once shared that there were many nights of crying when he left his hometown of Madeira to go to Sporting Lisbon to practice. For an 18-year-old player, moving to one of the greatest clubs in the world like Man Utd is not an easy thing. However, behind that gentle and weak appearance is a burning desire. And at Old Trafford, C.Ronaldo's crazy dreams were gradually materialized. From being bullied, to the most expensive player in the world and later to one of the greatest players, C.Ronaldo has never forgotten the place where he planted his seeds. 2. Anyone can talk about C.Ronaldo's success at Man Utd, but to get there, the Portuguese player has gone through great efforts, with many regrets. It is no exaggeration to say that Old Trafford is the place to teach C.Ronaldo the first lessons of top football and the place to incubate the greatness of this player. The first lesson is that of being bullied. Gary Neville recalls, C.Ronaldo was not like other players. As soon as he arrived at Man Utd, he wanted to set the standard for everyone. Because of that, he was always hated by his teammates. He was constantly being bullied and beaten in the dressing room. But when difficulties do not overwhelm people, it will help them become stronger. C.Ronaldo is proof of that. That period of time helped C.Ronaldo really mature. He was less hot-tempered and more hard-working. If you look at CR7's performance in the first 2 years and later, you can see him. I have matured and become more assertive, Gary Neville confided. The sign of C.Ronaldo's maturity lies in the change from this player's mindset. New to Man Utd, CR7 has a skinny body and colorful play. The Portuguese has been criticized a lot for that. The English football environment also has no place for dribbling and weak physique. The beauty of C. Ronaldo is always adapting to adversity to survive and reach out. There is a story that will forever be told at Old Trafford. Only after the summer of 2006, after returning from the World Cup, C. Ronaldo returned to focus with MU with a much more muscular body, in contrast to the slim body in the past. That makes teammates' eyes round and flat. Gary Neville at that time couldn't believe his eyes. Physically, he has completely changed. From the slim young man to a man with muscles. This has brought C. Ronaldo benefits. It's definitely different than before. He comes to the training ground half an hour early and leaves an hour and a half later than everyone else. In the last 15 years, only 15 players have done that. Meanwhile, Rio Ferdinand, who revealed that C. Ronaldo spent a lot of time practicing the penalty kick in the 2018 World Cup, admitted about the change of his teammate. When coming to Man Utd, he was a good player, but he only focused on dribbling and making fun of the opponent, and then, over the years, CR7 realized that only goals can make him great. Focus on the task of scoring goals, creating assists, and skipping dribbles. Of course, in the growth of C. Ronaldo at MU, it is impossible not to mention Sir Alex Ferguson and his associates. A lesson that C. Ronaldo always remembers from his assistant Meulenstein: the most important individual is the one who lifts the team up, not the individual achievements. You think the whole team serves you. It's not. Lift the whole team up and you'll be up. Meanwhile, Sir Alex Ferguson is not only a teacher, but he is a considerate but strict person with C. Ronaldo. One of the most typical examples is the incident after C. Ronaldo set a trap to make Rooney receive a red card in the 2006 World Cup. At that time, the British press predicted that the old man would not talk to C. Ronaldo. It is true that so. But the former Scotland manager did it more cleverly, asking Rooney to do it. Wayne Rooney contacted C. Ronaldo during the summer of 2006 to make up. After that, this player also wanted C. Ronaldo to attend a joint press conference to clear up misunderstandings. Of course, whether Rooney, the same age as C. Ronaldo, wants to or not, everyone understands, the person behind the director of all this is Sir Alex Ferguson. In that way, Sir Alex Ferguson has tamed and healed the contradictions of two great personalities, full of aggression of youth, 21 years old, and towards unity for Man Utd. What followed proved this. Rooney, C. Ronaldo have together made a scary couple. Even Rooney is willing to sacrifice for CR7 to shine. Perhaps, because of that, Sir Alex Ferguson is one of the teachers that C. Ronaldo respects the most in his career because of those details. In 2013, when he returned to Old Trafford, CR7 hugged his teacher right on the field. And people saw the same image in the stands when C. Ronaldo received the Euro 2016 championship. 3. If at the time of 2003, C. Ronaldo was just a baby bird when he first arrived at Old Trafford, then in the 6 years he was here, he was given wings, so that he could later struggle in all the skies. Sky without fear of storms. Success at Old Trafford is the foundation for later C. Ronaldo rose to become a great player of world football in the Real Madrid shirt. The whole world has been placed at the feet of superstar number 7. Like the will of fate. 12 years after leaving Man Utd, C. Ronaldo returned to Old Trafford to start a new rotation. Now, the position of the Portuguese superstar is different than before. No longer the rebellious boy of the past, today's C. Ronaldo stepped out onto the Old Trafford lawn as a mature man, having gone through many ups and downs in his career. C. Ronaldo was the biggest eagle in the sky, capable of carrying a series of other young birds, like him in the past, and adding wings for them. However, one thing is for sure, whether it is a young bird, as in 2003, or an eagle, as at this time, C. Ronaldo has never turned off the desire of the conqueror. Dress. It's like something ingrained and in the flesh of this player, the urge to always reach out, to challenge all limits. At the age of 36, C. Ronaldo has no obligation to run slower or jump lower than others. Those are just common people's thoughts. Because such thoughts only make great people become insignificant. While many people of C. Ronaldo's age, for example, Rooney, have retired, he still wants to win them all, to become the best. Not less than once, CR7 prides itself on its 20s body. If you are satisfied with yourself, perhaps now, C. Ronaldo is still a black, skinny boy, with dance moves when he first joined Man Utd. If he did not get out of that shell himself to become better yesterday, C. Ronaldo's talent would have died prematurely because many teammates at Man Utd at that time, like Gary Neville, once said that the way C. Ronaldo's stone has many unfashionable things. And there is one thing that no one can deny: over the years, Man Utd lacks such a person carrying winning DNA, who can motivate the whole team not to back down from any difficulties. Man Utd now has no shortage of stars. However, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Rashford are in need of a real leader. No one else, C. Ronaldo, is the one to take that role. At the age of 36, C. Ronaldo did not return to Old Trafford to retire. Instead, he wants to write another crazy dream at the Theatre of Dreams. The memories of his youth come flooding back, creating a strong inspiration for this player.